What's up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my Draftkings MMA Picks for UFC 247. All right, going to start with a quick recap of 2 weeks ago. I feel like it was the best I've done with my picks all year. Had a lot of Montel Jackson, had a lot of Brett Johns, which was great. Went all in on Curtis Blades, and then faded JDS 100%, so that was awesome as well. Only thing that didn't really go my way was RDA getting dominated, which sucked because I really liked RDA in that spot, but really underestimated the size difference there. But other than that, everything was really good. Looking forward to this card. I feel like this card is pretty tough from a DraftKings perspective because there are so many good plays up top and not as much good plays at the bottom. But other than that, really looking forward to the card. There's some big contests out there and a good opportunity to make some money here. Congratulations to the winners of my contest 2 weeks ago, Donald and Lincoln. They got my model for free for the week. I'm going to be doing another contest this week. What you got to do is first, like the video, also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and then third, comment below what play are you not playing this week, who are you fading 100% and not gonna have any lineups. Just comment that below. I'll pick 2 people Saturday morning. I'll give you all the information, my free model with the optimizer and all that, and then and also now is the time to sign up on Patreon. Let's see here. All right, so MMA premiums, $10 a month. It's $2.50 a card. You get access to my MMA model and articles, access to my MMA Slack chat where we talk fights, lineup construction, and more. Access to my premium Slack chat, GPP lineup percentages, live odds page in the model, my MMA targets and rankings, MMA cash lineup and GP projections. The cash lineup I'll use myself every week. My MMA optimizer, which is sweet. It's customizable. You can add your own projections, copy and paste projections in there fairly easy. And then my optimal cash lineup, as said before. It's $2.50 a month. This is the time to sign up because you'll get the most value out of it right now with 4 cards this month. And if you don't want to pay the $10 one, there's a $5 one. If you just want to get in the MMA Slack chat, it's $5 as well. You'll get everything that's in the premium except projections and the optimizer. So really good deal there. Don't think there's a better deal out there. So just something to look forward to there. I'll put the link in the description. So if you're interested in that, check it out. All right, now let's get to my DraftKings picks. All right, fights to target. Adams, Tafa, minus 300. Fight does not go to decision. Somebody's probably going to get knocked out in this fight. I'll get to it in a little bit, but definitely leading Adams. Lewis, Latifi, minus 260. Fight does not go to decision. Jones, Reyes, minus 180. Fight does not go to decision. Lingo, Zalao, minus 170. Fight does not go to decision. Giles, Aurora, minus 125. Fight does not go to decision. So these are the fights I'm going to be heaviest on and target the most. Core plays, John Jones, 9,400. I think he's going to be actually lower owned than usual. I see quite a bit of people on Dominic Reyes. Every time John Jones fights, there's always people that pick against him. I think John Jones is going to come out here and make a statement and get a finish here. Unpopular opinion probably. I think there's a lot of recency bias going in from his last fight with Santos. He just looked so, lazy, I guess. Didn't really try to do nothing. Santos was hurt and Jones didn't try to finish him. I think he's going to make a statement here and get a finish. Other than that, I think he's safe to win. I think he's safe in cash. Same with Shevchenko. I think Shevchenko's safe in cash as well, but it's going to be tough to get them both in a lineup for sure. And then 2, Austin Lingo, 8,900. Honestly, he's pretty much a boomer bust play. He's not 8,900. If he wins, he's going to absolutely smash value. He's going to score over 100 points in a knockout. But if he loses, I think he could possibly get taken down, submitted. His opponent Zalao has submitted 5 out of 9 fights. And Lingo does not have great takedown defense. So kind of a warning. Definitely a boomer bust play. Would not play Lingo in cash. His takedown defense is just not very good. He's getting taken down by low-level guys, and if Zalal can take him down, I think Zalal can submit him. So going to be playing both sides of this fight, but if I was to pick one, it'd be Lingo, and I I think Lingo or Zalal definitely are going to be on the optimal lineup if they win. So definitely going to have quite a bit of Lingo. Just wouldn't play him in cash. Alex Morono, 9,100. Somebody I would play in cash. I'm just really confident he's going to win here. He should smash. He should get a takedown in the fight shortly after, whether it be maybe a submission or ground and pound victory. But I just like him everywhere in the fight. I think he's the much better fighter in this fight. And yeah, I'm going a lot of Morono. I think he's safe in cash. I think he's safe in GPPs, and I like that price of 9,100. Nice little pivot off of Shevchenko Jones for a little less there. Trevin Giles, 8,500. This play probably scares me the most because Giles is the better fighter here. It's just is he going to come out here with a good game plan and good fight IQ? Hopefully he does. He was a better fighter in his last 2 fights, I believe. He just came out there with really bad fight IQ, taking Gerald Meerschaert down. I don't know why when you have such a big advantage on the feet, but hopefully he comes out here. He can get takedowns here. He can. I think he can get them easy as well. Just don't get submitted. I think he can land multiple takedowns, maybe even get a knockout. I like his upside a lot for 8,500. But I am going to be playing both sides because this guy's fight IQ is awful, and do not be surprised if he gets knocked out, he gets submitted, he pulls a big stunt or something. But overall, he's a good play. Don't know if I'm going to play him in cash. Don't know that yet, but I am going to target him quite heavily in GPPs. But like I said, I'm going to be playing both sides just in case he wants to pull a stunt, get submitted, get knocked out, something. There's always something with Giles the past 2 fights. So yeah. GPP plays quite a bunch here. We got Derek Lewis, 9,000 in his hometown. I think he rolls here against Latifi. Just a much bigger guy. I think he's probably going to get a knockout in his hometown. I think that's what they're setting it up for. Don't see Latifi winning. I like Lewis quite a bit. Cash is fine. GPP is great. Gonna have quite a bit of them. Juan Adams, 8,800, probably more of a GPP play, but honestly, I don't mind him in cash. I see a lot of people fading him and betting Tafa here, and I think Tafa's gonna be kind of popular, but Adams is the much better fighter, the much better wrestler. If he takes this fight down, it will be over shortly after. Tafa has no ground game whatsoever. I think Adams can easily take this fight to the ground and finish it. It's just a matter of the fact is he going to? Because another guy, just like Giles, Adams' fight IQ is awful fight IQ. So, and awful gas tank as well. But Tafa's gas tank isn't much better. But still, Adams, what he needs to do is come out here, look for a takedown right away. Do not mess around going strike for strike with Tafa. Get a takedown and end it in the first round, which I think he'll need to do. 8,800. I think this play is going to be sneaky because so many people want to fade Adams after his last 2 fights. I'm going to be playing him. I think it'll work out. He's the much better fighter in my opinion. Like I said, huge wrestling advantage, huge. He was a college wrestler. I think he can get takedowns really easy and then end the fight on the ground. So I like Adams. If he's smart, there's no reason why he shouldn't win this fight. Mirsad Bektic, 8,300. Lots of people are on Dan Ige. He's 7,900. I think Ige is going to be the most popular fighter under 8,000, which is fine. Bektic does have the wrestling advantage here. I think he can get multiple takedowns. Do I think he's going to win? I personally am picking Ige to win, but I definitely see a path to victory for Bektic. If he does not get knocked out, he can land multiple takedowns, maybe hold Ige on the ground. Land some ground and pound. I don't know if he's going to get a finish. Probably not. I think this is going to be a really close decision. I am picking Ige to win a really close decision because Bektic does fade, and Ige will fight for your money. So I'm going to be targeting both sides. If Bektic wins or Ige wins, I think either one is going to score really high. So I think you're going to have to target both. And Bektic is probably going to be lower ownership because Ige is going to be probably near 40%. Just so many people are on him this week, which is fine. He's a good play, but I want to have some Bektic as well. Domingo Pilarte, don't really like this play, 8,200. Honestly, I think he's kind of a fraud. He fought a lot of low-level opponents, finished a lot of low-level opponents, and He lost to Felipe Caloris, which we saw take a beating 2 weeks ago. So not really a fan of Plarte, but he does have power. He does have the size advantage here, the wrestling advantage. It's just a matter of fact, is he a fraud? We're going to find out. So far, I think he is, but maybe he'll prove me wrong. But if he does win, maybe he'll score high. He could get takedowns here in this spot. So not a bad play at 8,200. I think you're going to have to want to target this fight because there's not many underdogs, and this is the range we're probably going to live in this week. Miles Johns, 8,600, takedown upside. Personally, I'm not picking him to win, but he does have that takedown upside. He could land multiple takedowns, and if he does have some power as well. Maybe he gets a knockout, but I don't think he's going to finish Batista. But Johns is a fine play for the takedown upside. Live dogs, Dan Ige, like I said, he'll fight for your money. I think is a great underdog play, and he's going to be chalky, but still, if he can fight off those takedowns, if he gets taken down and gets right back up, I think he does have the advantage on the feet, and I do think he's live for a knockout. We've seen Bektic get knocked out before. Dan Ige doesn't have the most power, but I think he can still knock out Bektic here. So. I like Dan Ige to win a really, really close decision. It is going to be close in my opinion. I think he's going to hurt Bektic on the feet, and the judges love that. So give me Dan Ige at 7,900. Mario Batista 7,600. He did get taken down his last fight, but he was able to get right back up. I think he can do that here. He has the advantage on the feet. He's very tough. It's very hard. So I think he is live for a knockout. And Miles Johns does fade at the end of the fight, so maybe he can get a finish in the third round. Going to have quite a bit of Batista. Like Ige and Batista is really all I see for underdog plays here. Arroyo's not a bad play either. We've seen Giles have bad fight IQ, get knocked out, get knocked down and submitted, and then get submitted. But Aurora wasn't mere shark, so I think Giles will be fine. But if you do want to fade Giles, I don't blame you. He has awful fight IQ, and maybe Aurora will knock him out or even submit him. Journey Newsome, 8,000. I like this play quite a bit, actually. Like I said, I think Plate's low-key a fraud. If Newsome can stop those takedowns, he is going to be at a size disadvantage. I think he's better on the feet for sure, and he does have some good BJJ, so I think he'll be fine. This fight is really close, and if he does win, hopefully it's by knockout, because I'm going to have a decent amount of him. I think I'm going to have more Newsome than Plate, but I do think this is an important fight that you're going to want to target on DraftKings. All right, and then fades, Caitlin Chikhagen. She's like a plus 600, plus 650 underdog here. She's not going to win. I don't think you should play her in cash either. If I was to play Reyes or Chikhagen, I'd play Reyes, just because I think Reyes is going to land more against Jones than Chukhagen's going to land against Shevchenko. Andrea Lee, 9,200. I think she's going to win. I think she is. I just don't. Murphy is very tough. I don't see a finish here. I'd rather play Morono, Jones, Adams, Lewis, everybody up there rather than Andrea Lee. So I'm not going to be playing Andrea Lee. And then let's go to Punt Plays. I have 3 here. Dominic Reyes. I don't think he's going to win, but he could land that shot on John Jones. You never know. So probably going to want to have some of them. I think he's okay in cash. Because if he does win, you'll have him. If you don't have him in cash and he does win, you're probably not going to cash and double up. So I think he's fine. If he goes all 5 rounds with Jones, I think he'll probably score like in the 40s or 50s, maybe land close to 100 significant strikes. So I think that's good for his price tag there. Not going to have much of him in GPPs because, like I said, I don't think he's going to win, but you never know. Might have a couple in there. Justin Tafa, 7,400. Adams, bad gas tank, bad fight IQ. He could, if Adams comes out here and just strikes for Tafa, Tafa can definitely knock him out. He's very, very powerful. So going to have a little bit of Tafa, not in love with the play because I do like Adams quite a bit. But if Adams has been saying he wants to come out here and strike with Tafa, so if he does that, he could get knocked out. So I think you should play a little bit of Tafa as well. Yusuf Zalal, 7,300. Talked about it a little bit so far. Lingo does not have good takedown defense. He's been getting taken down by low-level opponents. Usually guys that are first-round knockout or bust like Lingo do not do well in the UFC. So Lingo's going to be very, very chalky, and usually the chalky plays don't do good on DraftKings for some reason. So Definitely going to have some Zalal. But overall, I'm thinking Lingo's going to knock him out. But if he doesn't knock him out and Zalal gets a takedown, it could be over shortly after with a submission. We don't know Lingo's submission defense, but we do know that Lingo does not have good takedown defense. So if I was Zalal, to come out here try and take this guy down right away, and if he does, I think he definitely has a path to victory. So going to be playing both sides of the fight. Alright guys, that's about it. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Twitter, DFS_numbers. And then, like I said, the Patreon's on there. You get my MMA Optimizer, cash GPP projections, full access to my model, my lineup percentages, access to my Slack chat, and more. Alright, that's about it. Make sure you remember about the contest. Just comment the play that you are fading 100%. And that's about it, and good luck.